Good morning, YouTube. I am just making myself some breakfast. Shane has just taken all 3 kids to be dropped off at school. My hair is still a little bit wet because I had a shower this morning, so I've got to go and straighten that or deal with it. But I thought I would vlog today. It's been a busy morning. I've been up since 5:30 already with Eden, and so I'll add in what we've got up to so far this morning, as well as book week costumes. But I've got a midwife appointment today, and plan on updating you all after that, because I've not yet seen my midwife, so I'm kind of excited for that, and maybe to hear baby's heartbeat and just be measured and all of those fun things. But yeah, I'm gonna have some breakfast, go and fix my hair, and then we'll probably have to head out not too long after that.
Rainy days don't seem so wet. Stormy nights don't stay.
Well, tell me who you are.
Hermione.
And who are you?
Peppa.
Okay. And who are you?
This could be the best thing.
Eden.
Talk for hours and never slept.
So this is our month so far. You can see it isn't looking too busy yet, but add all my uni deadlines on top of that. All these little appointments and meetings. It's probably going to be a busy month. This planner, by the way, is from Steph Pace Planners. You can see just here. Focus, there we go. But yeah, it's amazing. I don't know how I lived before this.
Oh, this could be the best thing that I'll ever know.
I'm just going to do some cleaning before we head off to our appointment. I just finished tidying our bedroom and going to tackle both bathrooms and hopefully the kitchen and put a load of washing on before we head off. I don't know how much time I have, but it's not long. So after our midwife appointment, we went out for breakfast, or second breakfast for me. because I am hungry all the time this pregnancy. But our midwife appointment went well. Obviously, you saw we got to listen to baby's heartbeat, which is 154 beats per minute, so nice and healthy. The only thing though is that I don't have my ultrasound, my 20-week ultrasound, until next week, and so the midwife usually would discuss that at your 20-week midwife appointment, but there was nothing there to discuss, obviously, so I'll have to go back to her at 24 weeks, so in a month. Yeah, I did ask what if something's wrong with the 20-week scan, because in my last pregnancy I had what they thought was a subchronic hemorrhage. It turned out to be something called a venous lake, which is free-flowing blood through the placenta, which didn't affect the pregnancy at all, but I just had to have growth scans and be monitored closely. So yeah, I do get a little bit nervous about the 20-week scan, if I'm being honest, just because of that and because of the experience I had with that. When the doctor gave me that news, I was alone. I didn't have anyone with me at the appointment, and I started crying because I didn't really know what it meant. She told me I had a subchronic hemorrhage, which is internal bleeding, and I was just really worried about the pregnancy and what that meant for the baby. So yeah, she told me to stop crying. If you haven't watched my last why I'm avoiding OB care this pregnancy video, yeah, so she told me to stop crying, and obviously that was a really like distressing and kind of triggering thing for me. So yeah, I do get a little bit worried about the 20-week scan, I feel like, going forward, but hopefully he will be healthy and there won't be any bleeding. There was the mention of a subchronic hemorrhage at my 6-week ultrasound, but it wasn't picked up again in my 13 weeks. So I'm hoping that it's just kind of absorbed, and the ultrasound technician who did the 6-week scan said that it would just have been likely from implantation or something like that, and it didn't look too big, so not to worry too much about it. And yeah, as I said, no mention in the 13-week scan, so hopefully everything goes well next Tuesday. But apart from that, she took my blood pressure. I did mention the headaches that I'm getting again. She said just keep an eye on them, keep an eye on swelling, which I haven't had, just because it could be linked to preeclampsia, but again, it's probably too early for it to be that in this pregnancy yet. It doesn't usually develop, as she said, until after like 26, 24 weeks. So yeah, we'll see, but I'm not concerned about it. I think they're just hormonal. I had to take Panadol yesterday and today from having headaches. I was hoping that they might have disappeared by now, but yeah, they've been around for at least 5 weeks so far. So yeah, I'm hoping they disappear, but it's not looking good at this stage. But apart from that, I don't think there's anything else to update on. Oh, actually, I did mention the fact that I want a VBAC after having 2 C-sections, because I want my care practitioners to know that, obviously. And she said, yep, no worries. She kind of didn't bat an eyelid at it. She said, I will just need to talk to my boss, the head of midwifery or the head of whatever, and see how he and we feel about it, which I thought was a little bit strange, to be honest, because like, what do you mean how you feel about it? Like, they have to support my decisions anyway, even if it's not recommended by their end, their hospital policy. But anyway, so she said there should be no reason. And after a lady, my camera battery just died, so I apologize about that. I need to remember where I was up to. So a lady not too long ago at the hospital that I go to just had a vaginal birth after 4 C-sections, and I'm guessing that is because the risk of C-sections or a 5th C-section was much higher than the risk of having a vaginal birth, which the major complication they stress about is uterine rupture. So yeah, she said after they had experienced a vaginal birth after 4 C-sections, they are much more willing to now accept or support, whatever you want to call it, vaginal births after 2 C-sections, because they said they don't blink an eye if it's just a vaginal birth after 1 C-section, but if it's a VBAC after 2 C-sections, they don't recommend it. But anyway, the risks don't increase much at all after the 2nd C-section, so I'm not worried at all. And obviously that is my decision. I'm going into it saying I am having a vaginal birth. And yeah, she said, we'll just keep putting it in your file each visit, once a VBAC, once a VBAC, once a VBAC, and that way it can be drilled into the doctor's heads. And she also did mention about that counselling session that I will have to have at 34 weeks with an OB. And I told her I kind of don't really want to go to that because I'm already well informed going into it thinking I was having a VBAC last pregnancy, doing all the research and everything that I could do. So yeah, she said, look, we'd probably still recommend that you go, but we'll make sure that the doctor knows that you're already well informed and it's not going to be counselling. It'll be a 34-week appointment. It's not going to be like drilling the risks into me. Because one thing I do find about OBs is they'll love to tell you the risks of having a VBAC after a C-section or a vaginal birth after a C-section, but they will not tell you the risks of having subsequent C-sections, so which are just as high. So yeah. Anyway, enough chat about VBACs. I feel like I chat about them every single video. So yeah, the appointment overall went really well. I just need to wait for my 20-week scan next week. And that's about it. Yeah, she didn't say much else really, but Shane just left for work a few minutes ago and I'll have to go and get the kids shortly, so I'm just trying to drink a coffee in peace before that madness starts. And hopefully we can have a relaxing afternoon, because yeah, the weekend just gone was so hectic, and so was Monday and Tuesday. So yeah, really hoping that today is a relaxing afternoon. We can just chill out. I'm gonna cook vegetables because we need some vegetables. But yeah, I will check in later. You're having a bath?
I'll have this. I'll just bring in something. I can't blow it.
Whoa! Good job, Aiden. What would you like?
Orange.
Orange?
Yeah.
Well, Mummy's cooking your dinner. This.
On the bowl.
What do you say?
Please.
And
In the bowl.
in a bowl, please and thank you.
Please and chicken.
So I just prepared dinner, chicken and vegetables, and now I have a huge mess to clean up in the kitchen for the 1,000,000th time today. Say hello.
Hi.
What are you eating?
Eating chicken.
You're not eating chippy. Mandarin?
Okay.
Yeah, eating a mandarin.
Looking for changing myself. Taking the easy way out is never gonna take me there. The more that I loosen the grip.
I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. Say bye.
Can I say bye?
Live, bye.
Okay, not with food in your mouth.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, YouTube.
Bye, baby.